Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Political Talk Show where we expose the left, liberal media, call them out for their bad doings and their lies, and we support actual true blue news that is real and true. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, I gotta talk about RFK Jr. He is on a roll. He's on fire. I know, I probably said before I never agree with the Democrat, but this guy has a lot of brains, and he's really ballsy for going out and doing what he's doing right now. So, you're probably wondering, well, what is he doing? What is he saying that's absolutely getting your attention and piquing interest for you? So, RFK Jr. has pretty much denounced a lot of the progressive stuff, the propaganda, them trying to violate our rights, our Constitution. Yeah, he may be okay with the C-19 jab, but still at the same time, he's got a lot of good ideologies that are pretty much kind of down to earth, really more or less for the people, not for the political greed and power hungry and the money and just trying to be virtuous and trying to say certain things that may bring attention to him that will possibly get him a vote. No, he's not doing any of that. He's absolutely doing a fantastic, splendid job at showing the people that this is what needs to end, is the things that are happening now. Now, if you look back at the Kennedys' history, I think a lot of them were longtime Democrats, right? But they weren't progressive type Democrats. They were what I would call old school Democrats. Democrats with knowledge, integrity, decency, loyalty, respect, understanding, tolerance, things like that matter the most for people. And he has a lot of it. And a lot of what he said, yes, I agree that we should do away with a lot of these progressive, virtuous ideologies. I don't agree with the C-19 jab. But this man, to me, speaks out as, like I said, an old school Democrat. I know you guys are probably thinking, roll back a minute. Did I just hear you say that you're amazed with this guy? Huh? Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird. No, I'm not going to vote for him. I'm still going to vote for Trump. But I got to give props to RFK Jr. here for absolutely being one of the few Democrats that is standing up in America as a politician that wants to try to help America be better. He's not trying to be virtuous. He's not trying to give false hope. But again, we would have to wait and really see if he's just all talk and if he's really going to hold his actions out there and do what he says instead of just talking the big game. But I think that we really don't have to wait and see. I think we're kind of already seeing some of it. He's made a very big claim that he has ideas, ideologies, and thoughts on how to beat Biden. I cannot give this man enough props for trying to take out Biden in the next election and make Biden drop out of the election, because we don't need Biden again. We don't need somebody like Biden doing what he's been doing already and continuing his evil deeds. We need to reverse what is going on. And I think that RFK Jr. will be good if there is a chance he wins. I may not like it. I may not feel okay with the win because I'm, again, on Trump's side. I'm a Trumper. But if he does do what he says he's going to do, I'm sure a lot of Republicans are probably going to warm up to him a little bit. There might be some disagreements that a lot of Republicans are going to have with him. They're going to disagree. Oh, he's a Democrat. He's going to, at some point, try to be virtuous. Maybe. We don't know. But the biggest question is, what if he wins and he doesn't do it? Then what? A lot of Democrats that are progressive, virtuous, like Biden, all the Biden type Democrats out there, what's going to happen with them? They're going to get upset. Well, of course they are. They are, because Biden brainwashed these sheeps to believe in what Biden has been telling them. And it's going to be a really hard, difficult change, and including for the Republicans and the conservatives and people like me to understand it. But give the man a chance if he possibly wins. I'm going to say that I will still stick with Trump, even if he gets close and he does take a win or a loss. I want to wait and see. I want to see what happens to this year in 2024. Because 2024 is going to be a really interesting year for debates. And it's going to be one that probably will be for the books of ages if it comes down to Trump and RFK Jr. It's going to be very interesting to see how these two are going to hold off on each other and which one's going to get the, pot shots first at each other and get to throw things at each other. RFK Jr. has thrown kind of more shades toward Biden than Trump. Haven't really heard him speak much on Trump, but I don't think that he really believes that Trump is guilty, which is, I don't know if he does or doesn't, but if he does not believe Trump is guilty, then that is a good sign of faith that he is a Democrat with integrity and he knows what is true and lies. He's not just going to be about, forget this, let's move on to being continuously virtuous and whatever. We're going to, maybe he might pardon Trump. And if he pardons Trump, that'd be cool too. I would love to see that. That would be awesome. When it comes down to it, I'm not going to hold my candle to the wind here on this, but if RFK Jr. ever gets elected, it's going to be different for many reasons. That we haven't had a old school type Democrat for a long time with good ideologies, good thoughts, good ideas that we as Americans need, but it's mostly come from Trump's side. And to hear a Democrat like RFK Jr. speaking these words, it's a little nerve-wracking for a lot of people, including me, because as somebody who's a constitutionalist, who is a Trump supporter, by all means, I am a Trump supporter, and proud of it. Would I vote for RFK Jr. if there was only him and another Democrat or another Republican other than Trump? Probably not. Because I really don't want to throw my hat in the ring and say I'm going to support this guy 100, because Democrats have been known to say a lot of things and not do them, not standing good with their words and their ideas, and they kind of double down and just decide that, okay, that was a bad idea. And when it comes to it, I want to see if RFK Jr. is really going to do what he says he's going to do. I may not vote for him, but I will give him at least the benefit of the doubt to say there is a potential he could do it. Old school Democrats are not really stupid people. They're smart. You know, people like RFK Jr. And his family from beyond have done different things for America. Yeah, it might have not made a lot of Republicans very happy with their thoughts, but some Republicans kind of, again, warmed up to them and said, let's agree to disagree. Yes, there are some ideas that they have that I love. There's some ideas that I dislike and disagree with, so I'm not going to really throw shades at this guy because he's trying. He's going to try to do the best he can. Do I think that it's a bad thing that RFK Jr. is trying to do what he's doing? No, I think it's an absolute fantastic idea. He's doing the best he can, and he's pushing hard to beat Biden. He's pushing hard to control the polls so that he can get up there. Now, what if another Republican comes in? Would I vote for the other Republican? Probably not, because, as I said before, I'm a Trumper. I'm going to stick with Trump. Because our boy Trump, to me, is the better, less of two evils. But when I heard RFK Jr. kind of start talking a little bit about his ideas, I was kind of floored. I was just amazed, dumbfounded with how he presents himself. He presents himself with good integrity, good intentions. And I think his intentions might be the benefit of the doubt that we all needed. And we got to give him props 100 for what he's trying. Now, could there be a chance that he may win? We don't know. We don't know if he's going to win or lose or might drop out later. We don't know. But I just want to say this. RFK Jr. needs to keep going with the way he's going. He's doing a lot of good things. He's making a lot of things better by trying to help give the American people at least hope. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, he's given hope to a lot of people. And it shouldn't go without saying that it's okay to disagree with him on certain things, but if he does get elected, I'm going to see what he does. I want to see what he really does. I want to see what he's really about. Because if my assumption here, my guess, is correct, that he's an old school Democrat, he's going to stick with his word. He's going to stick to his guns. He's going to hit hard with every subject that he knows that we're facing, and he's going to fight to help us do what we got to do. And that is very noble of him to do. And especially as a Democrat, because he's going to get a lot of backlash for this. As a Democrat, a lot of Democrats are going to look at him as kind of a big party pooper. Why isn't he helping our side? Why isn't he doing what we want him to do, like Biden did? Well, the party's over for you Democrats. It's time now that we have somebody pull the reins in and control America and take America back the way it should be. I'm not saying that I'm going to support or vote for this guy, but I'm going to watch with great interest to see where this guy goes from here. Because a lot of his talking points do sound really good, but they can be wrong and we can be fooled until we know what is going to happen. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As I always say, you guys just vote for who you want. Don't let it affect you. Don't let people tell you who you should vote for. I just bring the truth. Like I said, I'm not going to vote for this guy, but I will give this guy the benefit of the doubt because he does sound like he's got a good chance of bringing America back the way it should be. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you guys. And I will see you guys really soon. Cheers.